Crappy. I'm not very well. Got lurgy again. Probably because the weather's changing. Hope everyone is well and doing all right. The guys are currently... Let me flip you around somehow. There we go. The guys are over there setting up, which we'll go over to shortly. I'm over here at what will be our second location tonight. I'm sorry, out of breath. I only walked 5 yards. Jesus Christ. We've got a couple of mines over here. We are at Magpie Mine tonight in the Derbyshire Dales, guys. We have investigated here once before, never for paraflixx, and it was an unusual location last time, and we want to see what we're getting out of it this time. But yeah, we've got one of the mines here which is covered over. We believe that's 200 to 300 feet deep, this particular one. Now, I was told we do have a second one over his... there it is. And again, this one 300 to 400 feet deep apparently. They are grated off, some of them double grated. We can't actually see down there, but I mean, let's see if we can get you down. I mean, you can barely see down there. I can't see to the bottom. There's absolutely no chance. Jesus Christ. Don't know if you can see that. No, not zooming in very well. Anyway, I don't want to be going down that. Apparently this used to be one of the old horse mill areas where the horses would be hooked up to that and they'd lower the ore in and out with the horses acting as pulleys, basically. This is location 2, so we will get over to this tonight at some point. So yeah, this is the Derbyshire Dales, the beautiful Derbyshire Dales as well. There are some people over there messing about. I mean, as you can see, the sun's not quite gone down yet, but let's have a slow wander over and see what the team's up to. They're currently setting up the cameras for filming for paraflixx. We've got Ralph, Isaac and Rob with us tonight. The ladies are all indisposed. Cheryl, Kim and Chelsea, they've all got prior engagements tonight. And we were chatting on the way over. We think this is the first one we've actually done since August for paraflixx, simply due to how crap the weather's been in the UK. It's been awful. But as you can see, it's quite a pleasant evening. It's still nippy, hence why I've probably got a bit of lurgy. But yeah, it's a beautiful place, nice and quiet, but it tends to attract, I don't know, dog walkers tend to come over here, and you get weird paranormal investigators like us from time to time. And as you can see, that's the main house, or the main, what used to be the mill over there. Chimney's on the right hand side. Chimney's a good 100 foot. No, it doesn't look it from here. On the left hand side you've got a second chimney, which is that one over there. And you can just see behind the sunset, or in front of the sunset, whichever, remember you've got the mine shaft pulley. That's where the guys are actually situated over there at the moment, setting up. Rob will run a sound test when we get set up. We've got some people over there, so I'll just hang about, let them get out of the way, then we'll go over and meet the team. But yeah, this is location 2. We've got to be really careful around here tonight. The ground's very incredibly undulating. There's a lot of holes, a lot of foxholes, a lot of rabbit holes, so there's probably a good 50-50 chance tonight that someone's going to end up with a broken leg. Yeah, fun times. Let's hope not, right, just waiting for these people to bugger. They're still messing about over there at the moment. I have got my torch on me. The sun is going down, guys. You can see we will start the investigation probably in the next, I don't know, 20-25 minutes or so. But yeah, it's something odd about this place, and I can't put my finger on it yet. It feels very, and I know it's because it's an open site. You can see there's nothing apart from the odd house or something for miles around. You know, you've got a farmhouse very far in the distance over there. Can't see what's over there, but I believe there's more farm buildings, and then you've got nothing up that way. It feels empty, and I don't know if that's because of the location, I guess, the geography of it. I don't think it is, because I've been to, I mean, places like this that have had such wide expanses, and not before does it usually feel this empty. And I don't know what it is, but I'm not very well as well, so it could be just me. So we'll find out. Let's have a wander over. The dog walkers are up on the mound now. So we'll get a little bit closer and hopefully they'll bugger off. We'll go and say hello to the guys. We do have, I would call him G.S.I in training, Isaac, with us tonight. He's not really in training anymore. I mean, he's learning the equipment for paraflixx. YouTube's a little bit more relaxed. You see a little bit more of the team at, you know, not as, I don't want to say not as professional, because we're always professional with what we do, but we have a little bit more banter when it's for the filming for YouTube. You know, for paraflixx, it's a proper structured show. It's a TV show, so it has to be put in the right way, presented in the right way, and completely done in the right way. It is what it is, you know, the joys of filming for TV. So we'll go up and see the guys now. Yeah, it feels very empty. It's an odd one. I don't know if it's a lack of energy though, or if it's a lack of my energy. I feel like I need about 4 monsters at the moment. Evening. So over there, I don't know if you can see, we've got, I believe, was an old gunpowder store. And this is the old mill with one of the chimneys. The second chimney's over there. Forgive me if comments are coming up, guys. I can't actually see them on my phone, although I have put comments on. So if someone would be so kind enough to say hi, and I'll see if I can get the comments working. If you've watched any of our stuff before, you know I'm not technically minded. Haha! Thank you very much. Grizzly Hunt, or Grizzly, sorry, let me stop. Grizzly Ham 4, thank you very much, appreciate it. The test works. How are you this evening? Hope everyone's okay. Yeah, I'm not very well. Kim, how are we, duck? Thank you for joining us. Good to see. Beautiful sunset over there. So here's the guys just setting up. We've got Isaac. Say hello, Isaac. Hello. Rob. And Ralph just head deep in equipment. Hi, everyone. So this is the main, I guess, area of what the mine or the mill used to be. Yeah, amazing sunset over there. Camera don't do that justice. It looks beautiful. Hayden said hello. Grizzly Ham. Hello, Hayden. Thanks for that, Hayden. Appreciate it. So this is another one of the mines. This is the main mine shaft. And again, ooh, my torch just about reaches to the bottom. You see that down there, guys? Move the light out of the way. You can see a little bit. That's deep as hell. That's yeah, makes you wonder if you actually stand on this thing, will it go through? Let's hope not, because I'm sure one of us will try it later. Yeah, this is one of the inner workings. You see old railway sleepers there, what they used to mine, whatever it was they mine. I imagine it was coal or some sort of ore here, and I assume it was processed here in this sort of mill area, because you've got the mine right behind me and the pulley system which will pull the ore up, I guess. Yeah, some old rails there. And then you've got dotted about the area some old pieces of mine equipment. But yeah, you can see the ground. I mean, the camera just don't do it. Just there's holes and dips and stuff everywhere. So we're going to have to be really careful in the dark tonight. It's going to be quite dangerous, I think. I mean, it's never a problem. You know, we've got, what, 3 words, so we should be all right. I'm assuming this used to be some sort of lodging area or an office or something. You can see we've got some more dropped areas there. It does have a window, which is making me think it was some sort of, I don't know if it'd be a manager's office or supervisor's office or something. Yeah, even in them days when there was mining, they'd have supervisors and stuff. So I don't know. It's an odd one. It just seems to be here on the side, but it's obviously made out of the same bricks or stones that the rest of the buildings are. So yeah, odd one. I'm not entirely sure, but I mean it's a tiny area. It's a tiny one. But yeah, and this is just basically what's around us, the beautiful Derbyshire Dales. So there's practically nothing here, apart from you've got this old mine pit in the middle of nowhere. And yeah, and this is the sort of thing we're going to be dealing with tonight, guys. So we've got big boulders, holes just strewn literally everywhere, which should be a giggle. Yeah, it should be a laugh. I don't know whether we'll bother investigating that down there tonight. It just looks like some sort of... it's got fresh doors on it. You can see those green doors. That's been updated, so it's probably some sort of gardener's house, if you like. Nice, where they keep some of the equipment. That's had a new roof and stuff, so you can see it is sort of in use. I don't know about the cottage over there. Let's go down. There's some steps somewhere. We have seen people, when we first investigated here, we have seen people in the cottage, but we don't know if it's sort of like hire out for reenactments and things like that. There was a little bit freaky when we came last time, and you know, we tried to avoid as much as possible. We didn't want to get battered while we're here, so we stayed away. Yeah, there's some very weird shenanigans going off there, I must say. So yeah, this must be where they keep some, you know, parts of equipment, because the doors are relatively new. They don't, obviously, in keeping with the modern, the old style building, they're modern doors. One of the old water wheels here. Obviously had some TLC. Really nice. Wonder if, because this is directly linked to the pulley system up there, so I wonder if these were connected at some point. I guess it's plausible. So I'm just trying not to snap my ankle as I'm wandering around, guys, so bear with me jumping over all sorts of weird stuff. Not good when you're not feeling great either. No, I don't want sympathy. Stop it. So this looks like it was some sort of small kiln area. It does have an information board, so we're going to have a quick look at that. Oh, look, information point. How correct was I? How do we get in this damn thing? There we go. So it gives you some conservation information, tells you about the history of Magpie Mine. This is the Cornish, no, this isn't the Cornish engine house. This is the square chimney and horizontal flue. Doesn't say what it's actually for though, so we are stood in there. Cornish engine house is the one at the top, and then you've got the replica horse gin, but the mines there are actually real. And then information about the restoration work that the guys are doing. It is very well kept. Again, when we first started, I showed you about the horse going around. That's how they used to take the ore up out of the two mines which are located. So the pony would go round and round and round in circles, probably get quite dizzy and throw up. I know I would. Yeah, so this is I believe the old bricks. It's not being replaced. Obviously it does get looked after, as it were. It does get touched up and pointed, repointed, stuff like that. But yeah, it doesn't state what they used to do in this little box area. If it's got a furnace, possibly. Yeah, it looks like that, ain't it there? Oh no, it's the Cornish engine house again. Yeah, it doesn't really say what this one does, unfortunately. Oh well. The cottage used to be a smithy, apparently. Interesting. Which is that there, and we have seen it open. We have seen some rather strange people in it before, like I say. So yeah, let's go and meet the team, shall we? Of course, as the dark is dwindling, the light is just, I'm told you I'm poorly, sorry. We will crack on with the investigation tonight. It's not the biggest area, but there's a lot to investigate, if that makes sense. There's a lot of little areas and buildings, so this may end up with the team splitting up tonight. If you want to check it out at all, guys, if you go onto paraflixx, www.paraflixx.co.uk or .com, can't remember which one it is, you get a 3-day free trial if you want to watch some of our stuff. If you go to the monthly checkout, which I believe is $3.99 a month, you put in the code GSI10 and you will get a healthy discount, which takes it down to about £3. And you can watch all 5 series of In Search of and Encountering the Paranormal. It's the same series, slightly fucking I'm knackered, tweaked and updated, guys, for the way we've evolved, sort of thing. So feel free to go and check it out. Say you could watch them all in a month, and then, not that I want you to cancel your subscription, but you could just pay £3 and you can watch all 5 seasons. The latest one from here will probably be shown at some point in May, I would say, after we've edited the footage and made it viewable. Yeah, I think so. So, Ralph, Rob, Isaac, how are we?
Just about
yeah.
there.
Just about there. Yeah, you sound as knackered as me.
Do you know in the car when we said we needed those extra parts? We need those extra
You need
parts.
those. Well, let's get them ordered. Yeah, he's having a debate about what extra equipment we need. It's not extra equipment, it's essentials to make sure all the rigs and stuff are set up.
So I think me and Ralph just need to go through what we've already got.
Yeah, if you two can do that between you. So tonight we have one handheld, which will be carried possibly by Rob or Ralph or me, and maybe even Isaac, because we've got to get in front of the cameras tonight. Yeah, we are missing a few clips tonight, so unfortunately we are down to one tripod there with a giant IR light and a giant windsock, and then Rob has the third camera, which be on a monopole. Ideally we was going to do 2 tripods tonight at different elevated areas, but unfortunately we say we're missing one of the clips, so we will make best of what we've got with there. Everything else set up?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, so we're about ready to go.
Aye.
Right, so you've got about 15 minutes to talk to the lovely, wonderful people watching from home. So say hello and give them some facts about the place.
Hello, this is Magpie Mine.
Excellent. We'll see you next time.
No, it's Magpie Mine. So this is one of the last working lead mines in Derbyshire.
It was lead, was it?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
a
yeah.
lead mine, one of the last working ones. There are lots of connected stories, which I'm not going to say too much whilst John's here,
Yeah.
because I don't want to influence any of his stuff that's going to be going through on paraflixx. But yeah, there are paranormal encounters linked to this place, obviously, and when you watch the episode on paraflixx, that'll come more apparent
Okay.
through the narration and everything. So,
Interesting.
yeah, but there's lots of areas and that, lots of history. I can't say too much because John's here.
Rob, do you want to take the camera and I'll go for a walk? I'll hand you over to the capable Rob and I will be back shortly, guys. I need a wheel.
That way. Oh no, there's people.
I'll go that way.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right, go on, you can have a compla.
So obviously, for those of you that are not aware, is John's probably more highly tuned. We don't call him psychic and stuff and things like that.
He took the Wi-Fi box, didn't
Oh, he's a donut, isn't he?
he? We're on 4G at the moment, but we're still going.
Okay then. So if it phases out, John's technically, just made it a little bit weaker signal here. So shout out, guys, if we do phase out or anything. But anyway, so this place is linked to a murder of around 30 miners. And it was really an accident in the shaft, but they reckon it was a murder. And since then, it's been a cursed mine. And that's basically what we're trying to find. The mine itself's been around, I think, the 1700s. And then they added some bits in the 1800s. You test them a memory now, to be honest with you, on it. But it's around that. It's all on the internet. Just go in there, Magpie Mine, Derbyshire, and you'll see the information on there if you want to have a look at it. So should be an interesting night. Really should be an interesting night. We have been here before. We've done a YouTube here a while ago.